myself in an awkward situation. You see, there's only so much blood you can draw while still maintaining the integrity of said subjects. If you happen to encounter any particularly interesting creatures during your travels, would you mind taking a blood sample for me?
Didn't plan on getting killed for science anytime soon.
I wouldn't expect you to. I'm assuming you plan to venture into the wasteland again. This is simply if you happen to find an interesting creature. For each sample you bring me, I'll pay you in those bottle caps everyone seems to be using these days.
What's your story?
My family has a long history in medicine. In fact, my great-grandfather was actually a pioneering surgeon. As for myself, I spent many years studying medical science and chemistry at Princeton before being contracted by West Tech. I worked on some truly exciting projects at West Tech and was transferred to Mariposa Military Base to work on something truly groundbreaking. I do wonder how Major Barnett fared after the nuclear war.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
No, actually. The majority of my work was transferred from the Mariposa military base to this oil rig. Our diversion to the vault interrupted what was otherwise going to be a smooth transition. No matter. At least I'm able to continue my work now. In no small part thanks to you.
What was it?
Mostly related to FEV. In fact, that sample you recovered for me was a variant I had worked on earlier in my career at West Tech. It's a fascinating substance. The alterations it can do to one's genes is nothing short of remarkable. That said, it is notoriously fickle.
I'd never leave my family behind.
I am not particularly fond of personal questions. If you must know, no. I did not leave any family behind. I had little interest in engaging in frivolous activities. To me, my work is all that matters. I have the ability to change the world, and I intend to use it.
That was it.
Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
What's the story with this place?
Yes, an oil rig with no oil. I don't know how the press never caught on. It's loosely modeled on another offshore platform out in the Pacific Ocean, although far smaller. Far from the coast and equipped with a state-of-the-art lab and factory, it was key to the continuation of government after the inevitable nuclear war. I was so excited when I found out I was being transferred to it.
Never mind, actually.
We'll talk later, then.
Doctor.
Senator Matthews seems like a wonderful person, don't you think?
What is it you're working on?
Now that the labs are somewhat coming together, I've started work on stabilizing the FEV agent you recovered and tweaking it. There's still much to do, though.
Never mind, actually.
Very well.
Excuse me.
Sir.
I'm hoping my new supplement will increase hydroponics output by 35%. Excuse me. I wish the test subjects were a little quieter. It's hard to keep focused sometimes.
Hey.
To be working on the FEV alongside one of the original creators, it's a dream come true.
buzz around here these days. There's a real buzz around here these days.
We'll destroy the Brotherhood. You can count on that.
Quartermaster Barrett's got the best gear in the Commonwealth.
If you're wounded, go see Dr. Douglas over in the med bay.
With the oil rigs factory running again, we'll have the best gear in the Commonwealth.
Going down.
Head to the training area if you're looking for some target practice.
All systems are within normal operating parameters.
Reactor temperature is at a steady 995 degrees. Reactor 2 is operating at 95% efficiency.
Excuse me.
Hey, I was wondering if I could ask you a quick favor. If you find any technical documents out there, would you mind handing them to me? I'll pay caps. The fellas down in the factory could sure use them. They're always working on new stuff, and they need all the help they can get.
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
Any sorts, really. Schematics, journals, particularly interesting looking folders. You know when you see them, I'm sure.
Sure, I can do that.
That's great. Thank you.
What's your story?
What? Got nothing better to do than talk to your local old coot? I'm a mechanical engineer by trade. Been working on the oil rig for as long as I can remember. Sure am glad to be back.
What do you do here?
What don't I do here? I do my damnedest to keep this hunk of metal in one piece. The sea air is brutal to it. Always something rusting, falling off, breaking. Every day's an adventure.
Never mind.
You know where to find me.
It might be a little cramped, but it's the safest place.
Captain, hello.
Going up. Ground floor.
Careful around the railings. It's a long way down.
Our full force has been deployed here. Let's make it count.
Hi.
Looking for something?
How are things going?
I ain't living in a hole in the ground anymore. Gotta be happy with that.
Never mind.
You know where to find me.
We're the only ones that can save our country.
Ma'am,
How's the search for the Institute going?
have any suggestions?
How's the search for the Institute going?
Have any suggestions?
The information you got from Dr. Amari is promising. And a little worrying. Vertebrates are fast, yes, but teleportation? How do you counter that? Either way, it sounds like you need to head to the Glowing Sea and find whatever it was that Kellogg was looking for. If you've never been there before, be careful. Very high rad concentrations and deadly creatures. Quartermaster Barrett might have some gear to help counter that if you need it.
I'll get on it.
Good luck, and stay safe.
Interested
Sir.
in a job, Captain?
If you're
Hi.
wounded, go see
Yes,
Dr. Douglas over in the med bay.
Never mind, actually.
You know where to find me.
Hey,
Interested in a job, Captain? Myers and I have been field testing some new iBots, and it looks like one of them's gotten into a little trouble. We think some undesirables made off with it. Would you mind bringing it back here so we can get some readings off of it?
do you have a fix on its location?
Yep. The iBot's transponder is still pinging us. I can mark the location on your Pip-Boy.
I'm happy to help out.
Good. So, I think the iBot's still in working order. Take this transmitter and walk up to it. It should start following you. Bring it back here in one piece, and there'll be some gaps in it for you. Thanks again.
Squad Echo, please proceed to Squad Beta's last known position and provide a sit rep.
railings. It's a long way down.
Brotherhood took Washington from us. We'll take their elders from them.
Ma'am,
How's the search for the Institute going?
I'll get on it.
Good luck, and stay safe.
Squad Gamma, what is your status?
Remember your orders, Captain. Right now, your biggest priority is finding a way into the Institute. Colonel Whitehill can provide assistance if you need it.
Sir.
Remember your orders, Captain. Right now, your biggest priority is finding a way into the Institute. Colonel Whitehill can provide assistance if you need it.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Things appear to be getting better at last.
Never mind.
Very well.
Squad Delta, proceed to rendezvous location.